Welcome to TrademarkElite.com. My name is Ryan Bethel, co-founder of the Ideas Law Firm, PLLC, the law firm that owns and operates TrademarkElite.com. In this video series, I'll walk you through the process of filing for a new trademark on TrademarkElite.com. The first step in filing a trademark through TrademarkElite.com is navigating to the trademark registration workflow. This can be done in two ways. First, you can use the nav bar at the top of our homepage under Trademark Service to select Trademark Registration. This will take you to the trademark filing workflow. The second is to search the name of the trademark that you'd like to file in the search bar near the top of the page. For this example, we're going to use the mark Larry's Lattes for a coffee shop in Southern California. You can search whatever your trademark happens to be. When I press the search button, it will return any other trademarks in the United States that are registered for Larry's Lattes. Since the search result here did not return any results, that means the name may be available for registration. You can click the country that you'd like to apply in, or press Apply Now to take you directly to the trademark filing workflow. If the country that you'd like to apply in doesn't appear on this list, that's fine. Just press the Apply Now button, and more countries will be available in the workflow at one of the later steps. If you navigated to the trademark registration workflow using the nav bar at the top of the home page, you'll be prompted to select the type of service you'd like to receive. Elite and comprehensive packages are the two services that we offer. In both services, a U.S. licensed attorney will conduct a search as to whether or not there are already similar trademarks on the U.S. registry. Then they'll report the results of that search to you and advise you of the risks that are associated with filing your trademark. That is, whether or not there are other marks that might make your registration difficult to achieve. With the Elite package, after the search, you'll be given a choice of whether you'd like to file and given recommendations on things that you may want to change before filing. With a comprehensive package, the U.S. attorney will also do secondary searches, meaning if you don't like the results and the mark is too risky, they'll conduct another search at no additional charge. The comprehensive package also provides priority processing and an hour of free attorney consultation. Either package will provide an attorney to assist you in the trademark filing process. The first step in the trademark registration workflow is to enter the name of the trademark that you'd like to protect. This can be the name of a business, a brand, or a slogan. If you're trying to protect words, simply use the Name button here. If you'd like to protect something that includes design elements that are not words, such as the golden arches on the McDonald's logo, you would enter the Logo button. This will then prompt you to upload an image showing your logo. If you'd like to protect a name and a logo, this will need to be filed in two separate applications with the USPTO, but we can process both at the same time on our website. For now, let's just register a name. We're going to use the example of Larry's Lattes, which is going to be a coffee shop located in Southern California. The next question will prompt me to enter the non-English words that may appear in the mark. In most cases, there aren't going to be any words that have a non-English meaning, so simply leave the No Radio button checked. If there are words that mean something in another language, press Yes, and then enter the name of the translation of those words in the box provided. Next, We'll ask you if you're currently selling products or services featuring the mark. This means, are you currently providing any services that are available in commerce? If your store is already open or you're already shipping products featuring the mark, then press yes. This will prompt you to enter the dates of first use. If you're not using the mark in commerce yet, but you want to protect it now, press no. The date of first use anywhere is the first time that you use the mark in conjunction with goods or services available for sale. The first use in commerce is the date that you first made a sale that is regulatable in interstate commerce. That means a sale outside of the state that you operate in. The next question is whether or not the trademark applies to products, services, or both. This refers to the actual goods or services that you're selling. So, while many people think I'm going to use this to advertise my products, really what you're getting at is, what are you selling? For the example of the coffee shop, I'm providing services. While I may be selling coffee, the coffee is not branded Larry's Lattes. The storefront is, so I'm providing retail services. So I'll check the services box. Lastly, we're going to ask you to enter your email address and password if you already have an account. If you do not already have an account, simply check the New Account button, and you can create a new account very simply by entering the email address and a proposed password here. Step 2 of the application workflow asks you to identify the kinds of services or goods that you're selling. For our example, we're using a coffee shop. Depending on whether or not you selected goods, services, or both in the previous step, you're going to see a different checklist appear on this step. Classes 35 through 45 are for services, while classes 1 through 34 are for products. For our example, we are a coffee shop, which would be restaurant and hotel services. I will check box 43 here. If you aren't sure of what service class your goods or services fall into, you can leave this blank and simply press continue. The attorney reviewing your file will contact you after you complete the purchase to verify which class is most appropriate for your trademark. After you have selected the class number, you will be prompted to enter the exact type of goods or services that you're attempting to file a trademark for. For our example, Larry's Lattes, we're a coffee shop. So here I would just list coffee shop. Don't worry too much that this example is perfect. A U.S. licensed attorney will review your submission and, based on your workflow data, suggest a perfect class description that will help fit with the USPTO's rigorous standards. Once you've briefly described, you can press continue. The next step in the trademark registration process is to enter the ownership information. A trademark can be owned by either an individual or a company or other organization. You can enter more than one owner. Simply click the Add Another Owner, and we'll know to file the trademark for two different owners. The owner should always be the entity or person that will be using the trademark in commerce. That is, who is going to be collecting the receipts or the revenues from the clients of the business? Who's going to be paying the taxes on the revenue for the business? If this is the organization, then the trademark should be owned by the organization, not you as an individual. If you don't have an organization formed, that's fine. Simply select individual for the ownership information. The next step is related to trademarks filed outside of the US. The first question prompts if you've ever filed the trademark in another country. Usually the answer will be no. If you click yes, you'll be prompted to list the name of the country and the date that you filed the other trademark. If the answer is no, no other information needs to be presented. Next, would you like to file this trademark in other countries? If you file in the US, within 6 months, many countries will allow you to file in that country as well and claim the priority filing date of your US filing. In other words, it will be as though you filed in the other country the same day you filed in the US. This may be essential if you plan to do business in other countries, because the first person to file is often the person with the best rights, and it's better to file in another country based on the US priority date, so you could beat competitors to the punch. The next step in the workflow prompts you to accept the terms and conditions of TrademarkElite.com. If you'd like to see a printable version, so you don't have to read all of the fine print in this small window, simply click the Click Here for a printable version button, and you'll be taken to a page where you can view it in a larger form. Beneath are several add-on options, such as 24-hour expedited processing, which makes sure that the attorney will get back to you within the next 24 hours. There are additional other features that you can add on to your application below. You can always add these on later, but if, for example, you know you'd like to have watch services, you can add them to your cart before completing the purchase in the same workflow. Be sure to review your filing details, which are viewed near the bottom of the page. Finally, at the last step, you're taken to the page where you can review your service package and the total cost of the application. Keep in mind that for a U.S. trademark filing, there will be a $275 government filing fee for each class that's charged by the USPTO at the time of filing. This isn't included in the legal services seen on this page, unless you see it separately broken out as a government fee. You can continue to pay by credit card, accepting Visa, MasterCard, and Amex, or PayPal. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to use the intercom link at the bottom of the page to ask. One of our representatives will be with you shortly to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you again for choosing TrademarkElite.com, and hope that we can help you with all of your trademark needs.